In today's value driver video, I'd like to clarify something about the handoff versus the kickoff stage of the orchestrated onboarding framework. Now, in the handoff stage, I have two handoffs. One is the internal handoff, and the second is a customer handoff. And that's what I want to focus on today, the customer handoff. And I'm generally calling that the client alignment meeting these days. So what is a client alignment meeting? A client alignment meeting is when you don't dive into the kickoff meeting yet. You don't dive into the details. You take the time to really establish how you're going to work together. So what you cover in a client alignment meeting is the purpose, why your product was purchased, the objectives. It's a great time to go over the success plan and talk about timelines, any services included, roles and responsibilities, risks and blockers, and define an escalation plan. What I find when I work with companies, often the buyers had all these conversations with the sales rep and they have all this understanding. And then the companies jump into these kickoff meetings and the project teams have no idea what was purchased and why. So when you slow down to have this client alignment meeting, I like to have the buyer or the stakeholder share with their team what was purchased and why. So they kick it off. They kick off the alignment meeting. And then all the participants in the project team get to have a say about those timelines, address conflicting priorities, address roles and responsibilities. Because even though the buyer or the stakeholder who defined a lot of that during the buyer journey might have their best ideas, they don't always have the whole picture. So for example, I was working with a company where we were talking about the timeline and the project team said, hey, next month it's all hands on deck for our next release. So that really shifted the timelines. Or we shift around who's going to do what on the project. So it's a great way to build that alignment. And what happens is it really addresses any conflicts and blockers that might pop up downstream. The participants in the project team during onboarding and implementation are going to be much more engaged and accountable. It's going to really reduce and remove any resistance and conflict during that journey. So take the time, slow down. You can have a 30-minute meeting, invest 30 minutes to save so much stress, hassle, heartache, and rework downstream. So it's going to save you time by investing a little time up front. To dive deeper, read Chapter 5 of my book, Onboarding Matters. Download my success plan template from my website and let me know how I can help you. And if you are doing client alignment meetings, then I'd love to hear how they're working for you.